Hi everybody, in this tutorial I want to help you create a really nice purpley eye. I'm mostly going to be using eyeshadows from a company called Inglot, which I think originated in Poland or somewhere in Europe, and it is moving across the Atlantic towards America and Canada, and I think it's actually available in Australia as well. On my last trip to Poland I bought 5 of these big 2.5 gram eyeshadows, 5 different colours. So I'm going to use this one here as a highlight. This is just called Matte 42, but you could use something like MAC eyeshadow in Shroom would be a good alternative. But the other eyeshadows I'm going to use, I got them a couple of years ago, and they're smaller. I think they're MAC size, and they actually stack on top of each other, so you can have a whole set like this. I'm just going to stack them up and show you. So these are the 5 I've got that stack up, and they open by swinging out, so you can have all your eyeshadows out at once. You can pop them back in just temporarily and have them swinging out like that, if that makes sense. I don't know if there we go, that's a better way of saying it. So they swing out like that. So I think that's really clever, really good for travelling. So first thing I'm going to do though, we're going to apply a base. We're going to use Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm going to use my ring finger for once, to be gentle. Never use your first index finger, because you're bound to put too much pressure on and stretch the skin. That can cause wrinkles, and we don't want that at age 23. I sound worried about wrinkles already. So you can use whatever base you like, but I'm just going to use a neutral base that you won't say I want the colours to be the main focus. First thing I'm actually going to use is Urban Decay eyeshadow in Exhaust, and it's sort of a soft, glittery purple lilac colour. I'm just going to apply that across the first half of the lid. I didn't actually think this would have such a good colour payoff, to be honest. Better than I thought it would be. It's like a better coloured version of MAC eyeshadow and Idolize, which is a lustre, and they're really notoriously hard for getting them to show up. But Idolize is perfect as a shimmery, sparkly, light lilac colour. I used to actually use it every Saturday night as part of my eyeshadow when going out, because I make a smoky eye out of it. So there you go, it's not all bad. Okay, I'm just going to de-screw all of these. Okay, and next I'm going to use this old Inglot colour. I don't know if you can still get these, I'm just going to show you the colour for reference. It was number 18, was, I don't know. I'm just going to use the same brush, and I'm going to pop this on the middle part of the eye, so it's going to cover part of the Urban Decay eyeshadow. It's quite a lot of glitter in that Urban Decay eyeshadow, actually, more than I thought. Okay, so I'm just going to go across into the space of the outer half of the eye. I'm just going to blend that as we go along. Just use little circle motions. Okay. Oh, my fringe keeps getting in the way, sorry about that. And now I'm going to take, my brushes are so dirty, I'm really embarrassed. And now I'm going to take Inglot eyeshadow in number 20, which is a darker purple colour than the other one. I don't think it's going to show up great if I do that. And I'm going to put this on the outer half of the eye. Obviously you don't have to use Inglot eyeshadows, but they're really impressive colour payoff. Right, I'm just going to do this quite haphazard because the brush I'm using isn't the best, so I'm just going to use it to put the colour on, because it's fine for that, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to blend afterwards. So I'm sorry if that looks a bit bad at the minute, I will sort it out. In fact, no, I'm going to get a better brush than that. It's not the best brush. I don't know what it is. Right, I'm going to try this brush. This is a MAC 242. Fingers crossed this one gives us that much better. That other brush was too thin and flappy. I don't know if that's a good enough description. This brush has got a little bit of bronzer actually, so it's giving a nice tint. I think this would be quite nice actually to use on quite a sort of bronzy base, to be honest. I'm thinking along the lines of something like MAC Paint Pot in Perky or Rubenesque. Right. Going to take the Inglot eyeshadow in number 38, which is a more of a pinky shade. Oh, they're not showing up well enough on the swatches, I'm sorry. Maybe I might take some photographs afterwards and put them up so you can see what the colours are really like. And we're just going to put this colour on the inner second quarter, I'd say. We're not going to put it right into the tear duct, but we're just going to put it in between the first colour, which was Urban Decay, and then the second colour. It's just going to add a bit of depth. There goes my phone again. Got a message this time. I think it'll be my boyfriend telling us that Newcastle drew. They'll not be happy though, even though they didn't lose against Man U, when they probably should have done. Yeah, I don't mean that. Right, and I'm going to take this Inglot colour in number 63, which is a grey colour. I'm sure it just looks the same to you, I'm sorry. And I'm going to take a MAC 213. This is my favourite, one of my favourite brushes for crease work, because it's quite small and quite fine, and you can really get in there, right into the crease and into your nooks and crannies. And I'm just going to put that on the outer V, the outer corner, and along the crease. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to work that. And like that. Right, now for my favourite brush, the MAC 227. Just the best brush in the world for blending. Honestly, it is. And we're just going to apply that underneath our eyebrow. And we're going to blend along using a windscreen wiper motion. And that's going to make sure that we don't have any harsh lines. Okay, alright, before I move on actually I'm going to go back. I'm going to get this brush here. This is a Sephora blending brush and it's really similar to the MAC 224 for blending. And I'm just going to gently dab it in the number 18 colour, the light purple colour from Inglot. I'm just going to pop that over the middle part of the crease. I'm just going to blend that in a bit more. I don't want it to be as dark as it is because it's looking mighty dark. Right, there we go. So that looks better. Right, for eyeliner, bottom line, I'm going to use MAC eyekohl in Velvet Underground, which is a deep purple colour. Maybe that'll show better for you now. Going to pop that on the lower lash line. Taking care not to get it poke yourself in the eye. Right, what I should do actually, what I will do in future, I like to give these a blast with a hairdryer, just to warm them up a little bit and makes them much easier to work with. I'm going to use a MAC 228 brush, which is a small fine brush, and put the purple along the bottom. Right, I'm not going to have time for mascara, I don't think. Instead I'll just show you. I'd use a peachy blush with this. Just gonna, there we go. And I'm going to have quite a neutral lip. I'm going to leave it as my lip balm, like so. Okay, I hope you enjoyed.